Today, I'm asking myself how many summers I actually have left. And if you think that this is morbid, maybe it is, but this is the age when you start to push 60 that you start to think of the passing of time, the passing of your life. And maybe we think about it with regret or with excitement, like what's to come next. But this topic has come up in more than one circle of friends and discussion. And I wanted to bring it to you here on YouTube because I'm wondering if talking about the subject will leave you with a different way of looking at what you're doing with your time. And by the end of this video, if you're listening to me right now thinking she's crackers, she's off her cracker, she's already made a video about time running out, like why is she always talking about death, which I'm not, it's only 2 videos. By the end of this video, you might be able to maybe make some judgment calls as to how you're spending your summers or your time, who you're spending them with, and what you want to do to make the most of this time that is not guaranteed and our health is not guaranteed. So, are we spending our summers and our time the way we want to? So, I don't know if the topic of how much time we have left has come up on a podcast that people have been listening to, and that's why it's come up in conversation. I know I heard it on a podcast, and it was Michelle Obama who was talking about losing her mother, and it was at a critical age in her life. And so she started asking, how many summers do I have left? And this has been a topic of conversation with friends. And so when I start to think about this, actually, what do you think about this? As I'm talking to you, pop in the comments. What do you think about this comment? Is it hitting you in the face? Have you already been down this path and you're way past me in the forest doing what you want to do? Or are you sitting there going, I never really thought of it like that? Because our birthdays can bring about this, like, holy crap, I'm another year older, or what am I doing with my life kind of questions. But when you start to frame these seasons like, wow, what if this was my last summer? What would I do differently? You may be able to make decisions about what you're doing in your life with a lot more ease and a lot more definitiveness, if that's a word. And you may just feel more settled and really like right into your soul about what you're choosing to do with the rest of your life. So, this video, I hope, is going to give you a different perspective on three things. How am I going to spend that time? Who am I going to spend that time with? And are the things that I'm doing going to give me joy? How are you spending your summer this year? If you had only 20 more summers left, would you be spending it the way that you want to? And so I am here in my friend's lovely kitchen in and around Lake Erie here in Ontario, Canada. It's the Canada Day weekend, and she has a lovely Canada flag on her deck. She's actually gone. She said, why don't you stay here? You can work from here and go enjoy the beach and go cycling. It's Monday, and I was really wanting to rush home yesterday because that's what you do on a Sunday night when you have a job. You rush home. But I have the flexibility. And breaking the chains of what my mind tells me I should do is one of the things that I'm working against to enjoy more of my life. So if you have 20 summers left, are you doing the things that you want to do? And yeah, I get it. We all have things we don't want to do. We have family obligations. I've said that in many videos. Like there's things we don't want to do that we just kind of have to do. Maybe we don't want to work, but we have to pay the bills, right? But what was I rushing home for? To spend time cleaning my home so that my 20-year-old doesn't, 24-year-old doesn't have to do that? No, I don't want to spend my time doing that. Was I rushing home to take care of the family laundry so nobody else had to take care of that? No, I don't think I want to do that anymore. And so, with this whole framework of like, I've only got 20 summers left, what am I going to do with them? So, right now we're on a camping kick. I have an elderly dog. I get to travel with her. We're camping. And that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm extending my weekend. There's many different ways that you can come to the conclusion of how you want to spend your time if you are moving towards 60 or 70 or even 50. But this whole concept of how many summers has really hit me hard. The second area that I really thought about was, if this were one of 20 summers that I have left, who am I going to spend them with? And I'm here with people I've known for over 40 years. We have a very relaxed relationship. It's almost like family. I'm literally camping in their backyard. They have a big backyard. And we cook meals together and hang out together and laugh. And when we're tired, we say, I'm done, I'm going to bed. And so these are the people that have been in my life for so long that I want to keep in my life. And I realize that I need to invest in the relationships. Not that I need to, I want to, because that's something that's going to be missing as we get older. I'm not quite an empty nester, but I'm thinking about who I want to have in my life long term, who I want to invest in, and if I only have 20 summers left, are they going to be part of it? And there's people I'm going to say, hell yeah. And this might help you look at the relationships in your life, because your relationships, your social connections are a huge part of your health. So if you are with people that are dragging you down, and yes, this can be family, if you're with people that are dragging you down, it is okay to use this summer analogy to say, yeah, I think I might need to step back. And maybe we can use this concept of how many summers to blend it with Marie Kondo and ask if what we're doing is giving us joy. Like, seriously, does this give me joy? I have friends who love to travel, and I have asked myself, do I want to travel? Do I want to see the world? If I have 20 summers left, what's going to give me joy? What is it? Sometimes the answer is sitting on a back deck and reading a book for hours on end. Sometimes it's canning peaches in my kitchen. And sometimes it's picking up in my trailer with my partner and traveling to see a little bit of Southern Ontario. And maybe the answer is going to be, I want to go to Italy. But now I'm asking myself if the things that I'm doing are giving me joy. If I have 20 more summers left, dang, is all this giving me joy? And part of it is even the obligations around the house. I left a dirty house for my 24-year-old to clean up because she's capable. And it doesn't always have to be my job. And it doesn't give me joy. Sometimes actually an orderly house does, but right now it doesn't. And so I guess I'm just like, I'm not doing it. It's dust. It'll be there when I get home. This even is extending to YouTube. I am late on making a weekly YouTube video because I do work full time and I do have things that I am obligated to do. And I also like to get out, ride my bike, and have some fun and read my books. And so I was asking myself, does YouTube give me joy? If I have 20 more summers left, am I going to be doing YouTube? And I haven't said no. My mostly 80% answer is yes. The part of me that says no is the part of me that is at a disconnect with the time it takes to do YouTube and the job that I have that I love. I want to do so many things, but we can't do all the things. Just like we can't be all things to all people, we can't do all the things we want to do all the time. So this is helping me make my list. If I only have so much time left, how am I going to spend that time? Who am I going to spend that time with? And are the things that I'm doing going to give me joy? Because I want more of that. And I also want to slow down and feel it. We rush through life so quickly that we may not even be enjoying the things that we set out to do intentionally because we have time off or we want to have a good time. I don't know if you feel like that. I would love to hear in the comments if you do. And tell me, if you only have 20 summers left, what are you going to do with them? Who are you going to spend them with? I would love to hear what's on your bucket list that is not going to be crossed off the list no matter what. I hope this video didn't land improperly with you, because I realize there are people who know how many summers they have left. I'm blessed to not know. And if I did know, I like to think that I would look at that with intention, be with the people that mattered, and do the things that mattered. And I got to tell you, what I thought mattered at 20, 30, 40, and even 50 isn't the same as I'm approaching 60. Thank you so much for being here in my friend's kitchen. I hope you're enjoying wherever you are today. And I really can't wait to see you in the next video for another conversation like this. And take care of yourself. Go find some joy.